come in.
There you are. Have a seat. I'm just going over the seating arrangement one last time before the big day. I hope you like rosé. We're supposed to be a bourbon family, but I find rosé a bit more palatable. Also, one of the reasons why I got along with your sister so well. Similar tastes in alcohol. Look over the cards for me, will you? I wanted calligraphers, but evidently Seth doesn't appreciate the art form. His wedding, his call. I still have to call the gardeners and get them to sweep the lawn one more time before the ceremony, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem, considering the ceremony is happening on our property. Good job on convincing Quinn to let the wedding happen here. As I understand it, she wanted a destination wedding. Yeah, but it's tradition for us Huntleys to get married here in Maple Grove. The honeymoon had better make up for it. I'd be pretty pissed if I were her. It may be a Huntley wedding, but it's her wedding too. She should have been able to choose where to have it, but traditions are traditions. Grandmother Josephine wouldn't have it any other way. I'm the exception, dear. Seth is the favorite of the family because he did everything he was supposed to growing up. Me, on the other hand, well, I've always had grand ideas that transcended the boundaries of what a Huntley woman should be. Would have been met with a lot more backlash if I failed, which is why I didn't. Thank you for the compliment. Yes, I suppose you can say I weaponized my talents for my own benefit. Even Grandmother Josephine couldn't stay icy for too long when she saw how much was flowing into the Huntley coffers. We have this tradition in our family that most of the children don't agree with. None of us are actually allowed to choose our own partners. I know, stupid, right? But it's the reason why the last 3 generations of Huntleys never had a divorce. One of my cousins broke tradition recently when he didn't marry Elizabeth Sterling. Yes, that Elizabeth Sterling. He instead opted to marry his secretary. When we found out, I seriously thought Grandmother Josephine would burst a coronary, but she was rather placid about it. She adores Abigail, so everything worked out in their favor. I left my fiancé at the altar and traveled for a year. I didn't dare show my face around here until I found out about Seth's engagement. Seth has always been a bit of a rule follower, so it was nice to see him take after our cousin and myself and stand up for what he wanted. I think more and more Huntley children are going to opt out of the tradition from here on out. Wouldn't you agree? What? You never dated before? Well, why not? Too busy? Never found out anyone you were interested in, or... Oh, I seriously doubt that, sweetheart. You're absolutely adorable. Yes, you are. From the moment I met you, I knew that to be true. You're sweet, kind, caring, always putting your loved ones before yourself, and you're absolutely adorable to tease. You think that just being assigned someone to marry would take a lot of the guesswork out of it, but it doesn't. The Hunleys are famous for not getting divorced, but that doesn't mean all of us are happy. Grandmother Josephine is a good matchmaker, to be sure, but she's not omniscient. She's a good judge of character, but she lacks scope. Well, a few years ago, my older sister, Winona, was sent away to get married. Grandmother Josephine always thought Winona was too wild to be left on her own. As much of a free spirit I am, Winona was even more so. Anyway, she got married to this man who apparently had a title or whatever, but she was deeply, deeply unhappy. The man was gentle on the surface, and because of the Huntley rule, she found other means to get out of the marriage, if you catch my understanding. It's all right. I'm quite sure that that incident is the reason why Grandmother Josephine didn't put up much of a fuss when Seth and our cousin chose for themselves. She despised Winona. She loved her, unequivocally, but she despised her. However, at the end of the day, she was still her grandchild, and Grandmother Josephine has yet to recover from her oversight, as she likes to call it. Love is hard. Marriage is harder. They'll take a mountain of temporary guesswork and strife over a lifetime of unhappiness. That's because no one talks about her. She's the family secret. A sign of Grandmother Josephine's unsuitability to continue being matriarch. In any case, her widowed husband got what he deserved. A Huntley always repays their debts. This is the kind of family your sister is marrying into. I'm sorry you didn't know beforehand, but Seth is a good person. He will never, ever let anything happen to her. I promise. So, you've really never been with anyone before, huh? No, I'm not making fun. I just find it interesting. So if you've never been with anyone before, and you've never kissed anyone before then, huh? Seriously? No, that's fine, I'm just surprised is all. So, if I do this... then you have no idea how to react. Cute. You really weren't kidding about never having done this before, huh? No, it's just... Thank you for your candor. It's refreshing. And very difficult to find in our world. Here, come with me. It's tradition for the bride and groom to not see each other until the wedding. Luckily for us, we're not the ones getting married. It's also tradition for the attendants of the bride and groom to enjoy one another's company after the reception. If you choose to join in on the festivities, you're going to need some practice, don't you think? And I'll be very happy to help with that.